Hello, magical beings. I'm Savina. Welcome back to the Witching Hour. Today, we're going to talk paranormal. We're going to talk giveaway, kind of a little mix up of a couple of things that I'm really excited about. So, before getting into it, don't forget to subscribe, hit that notification button, and if you do, thank you. Also, if you've been here more than once, you've seen more than one video, please subscribe. Don't miss out on my content. I have a lot planned for the upcoming months. You're here anyway. Subscribe. Alright, let's talk paranormal. Now, this one is different from my other paranormal videos because I'm not gonna really share a story per se. I will in the future. Obviously, hands down, I will. But today, I had a couple of people ask me before because obviously, and I always say this, paranormal is a huge part of my life. I've had people ask me and wonder, like, okay, it's a part of your life, you have all these experiences, so what do you personally experience, I guess, besides obviously things you see or things that move or happen, like what happens to you personally, physically, emotionally when something is happening? And I thought that was a really great question. And I'm here to answer it as best as possible. So, if you haven't already, check out my other paranormal videos. I talk about when my experiences started, some of the crazy things I've had to deal with, and my family. Anyways, so I've had a ton of experiences. I still do to this day. And yeah, it's kind of part of my everyday life. So am I saying that I walk into somewhere and I'm like, oh, like, I'm talking to spirits 24/7? No. But for as long as I could remember, and I've told you guys this before, I'm really big on energies. For as long as I could remember, I could always sense things. So whether it's walking to a new space, a house, it doesn't matter. When it comes to energy, I could feel it. I could sense it. I know automatically. The best way I could describe it is walking into the room and somebody standing in the corner of the room, right? You know that person is there. Well, when I walk into a space, it's kind of the same thing. I know something is there, and energy is there. Something is there, but obviously, for the most part, you can't see it, or at least not always. Have I seen it before? Yes. Does this sound completely crazy? Yes. I know. Anyways, yeah, that's one of the best and I think like the simplest ways I could explain it. I could walk into a place and hands down just already feel, if that makes sense. There are energies I felt before that are just really subtle, but something's there. There are energies that are super strong and prominent, and even before I like step foot into a place, like I know, like, whoa, something's here. Also, when it comes to types of energies, I also very easily could get a feel if something feels kind of negative in a way, or like, kind of relaxed and positive or calm, or just, something chilling out, I guess. If that makes sense. It's really important to understand that like every energy or everything that's around, whatever you want to call it, is not like a demon or something crazy negative or things are gonna go flying. Like that's not what it is at all. But yes, so if that makes sense, I could walk into a place and hands down sense what's in there. And I've kind of never been wrong. I don't think I've ever been wrong. I could sense whether something is good or bad. Like I said, good or bad energy, negative energy. And like I said, there are some things that are forceful. I also believe some people are just sensitive to these kind of things, and maybe that's my case. And I also believe maybe these energies could actually sense or pick up on people who could sense or pick up on them, and maybe that's when they make themselves known more. I have a lot of theories. That could be another video. That is honestly the best way I could describe it. And yeah, there are times when you walk in, not only sense the energy, but physically my body reacts sometimes. So it's so funny. Have you ever seen, has anybody ever seen That's So Raven? You know when she has like her visions and she like spaces out for a second, or she does that look? So I never used to realize I do this, but my family, they tell me all the time and they laugh. So if I walk into a place and then I suddenly sometimes just like kind of do that look, apparently, like I'll stop, and whichever direction I'm sensing something with, I will pause and like look in that direction, and like for a couple seconds or so I'll like space out just like that, feel what's going on, and then kind of click back into what I was doing. And right away when they see that, they're like, okay, what's up? What's wrong? What's going on? So I just thought that was funny. You know, I never really, I guess I have a tell in a way too for some things, that I never knew I was doing that. So in that way, like I said, it's just kind of automatic for me at this point in time, because it's something I've always had to deal with. I automatically like sink into where something is coming from, or like what something is, or I try to figure out what it is. And this is where it's going to start to sound even crazier. So yes, I could pick up on energies, I could feel energies, at least that's what it seems like to me. And sometimes it feels like there's kind of an open door of communication, and that's a whole other story. It's really hard to explain how that one works, but it's true. And sometimes I could figure things out and sometimes I can't, just by pausing and giving myself that chance to kind of like feel what's going on. The whole chills thing, or hair standing up and goosebumps, that's definitely a thing. Doesn't always happen. For me also, depending on the energy, especially if it's like more of a negative energy, I get these headaches, like really, really bad, like migraine like headaches, and like this pulsating. Sometimes I even get like nauseated, or like my stomach just feels upset. Then there's other times where like there'll be energies, and just after walking out of a space, I will feel completely drained, like dead tired, not wanting to move. And sometimes I've gotten to points before where I'm like, okay, I need to like nap seriously for like a couple minutes, because can't do anything. I just become lethargic. It's almost like, I don't know, there's so many theories, but that notion that something needs to use your energy to make its presence stronger or communicate, I believe it's true just based on what I've had to deal with personally. Also, when it comes down to this stuff, if this is something that interests you guys and you want to know more along the lines of like my communication with things, or when I'm feeling things, comment down below. You know, that feeling of anxiousness and uneasiness, I also take as cues. Is it always something? No, sometimes I do believe your mind could play tricks on you, but that is usually like a telltale sign as well for other people. So a lot of times when I do feel energies like that, or strong energies, and somebody's around me, that's usually what they say they feel, and that just further backs up kind of what I'm feeling. I've never really been wrong as far as I'm concerned. I do have people asking me that ask me for advice or things like that at times, and I happily share it. I don't really classify myself as like an expert on things. It's just something that's always been a part of my life, and I think it always will be, and I'm okay with that. I used to be afraid of it, like of things going on and not understanding, like just feeling weird and like, okay, what's going on? But now I kind of embrace it, and I think it's kind of cool. I mean, if you have experienced anything like this, let me know. Not only do I feel like I have a strong read, and I think this is where it ties in, so let me know what you think of this. Again, it's just kind of my theory. I also believe people have these strong energies, and when I meet people, I 100%, I feel like I could kind of feel off their vibe, if you know what I mean. Like, I know when somebody has bad intentions. I know when somebody is up to no good. I know when somebody's genuine. And I've always had very strong intuition and reads on people, and I have never been wrong. Okay? There are times I wanted to be wrong, but I have never been wrong. And it's something I always follow. And that's where I think it's tied. Sometimes these energies, maybe they're people's spirits, or I don't know what else you would call it, but if you have energy in life, why not? Why wouldn't you have energy in death? And I believe that's where it's kind of intertwined. And when I could feel stuff like that or things like that, I think it's related. Also, I've had somebody ask me before, have you like communicated with somebody who's supposed to be departed? My answer is yes, but that's a different story as well. It may not be how you think, but if you'd like to know about that, comment down below. When it comes to my family knowing all of this stuff, my immediate family definitely, so my siblings, mom and dad, boyfriend, hands down know everything. As far as like my extended family and beyond, I don't really share any of this with anybody. I've always been too afraid to, because the idea of being not taken seriously or seen as like crazy. But here I am putting it out on the internet, so there's that. Even to this day, virtually nobody else outside of those people I just listed really know about my channel or my paranormal stuff. So if you're a stranger and you've been keeping up with my paranormal stuff, you know more than most of my friends. It's such a huge part of me. I feel like I can't like hide it forever, and I wish I could talk about it more. So that's what I'm trying to do in here with you guys. I know how crazy it all sounds, but this is who I am. This is part of why I started the Witching Hour. This is something I want to talk about. And maybe I could help somebody feel not so crazy themselves. And that's the hope. So please, if any of that relates to you, reach out to me. I would love to have conversations with you. You could email me, it's in the description. My Instagram's in the description. You could message me on there. I always respond. And yeah, I think that would be great. You're not crazy. I think we're gonna end it there. It's a short video today. Also, as far as the giveaway goes, just throw this in there really quick. I don't have anything completely planned yet, but I do know I will be doing a Christmas giveaway, and I will have more than one winner this time. I want to do a giveaway with multiple winners. I'm thinking 3 winners. I'm thinking to actually also do trivia involved. You guys really seem to like that. So that's what's in the works. I'm trying to get ideas for prizes and what I could get done. With that being said, it is November 19th. You'll be seeing this tomorrow, most likely, the 20th. Also my dad's birthday. A lot has been going on for me. I've been a little busy, but it's been good. With that being said, do not forget to subscribe. I hope you guys are doing well, staying safe, and until next time.